But what could be greater than a king?
A hero. Hey guys, this is Talkflix and today I bring to you a film review of Aquaman, so let's get right into it. Aquaman is a superhero from the DC Comics and he has remained as a very undervalued character and a pretty offbeat character for many years. Aquaman today in the DCEU tries to ignore this aspect of the superhero and reboots him to the modern audience. And if you're aware of the DCEU situation, then you also know that Aquaman carries a lot on its shoulders, tries to keep this DC cinematic universe floating on the ocean and not sink to the bottom. So that's a pretty much ambition for this offbeat character, and let's find out whether this film manages to check all the right boxes and makes the DC cinematic universe progress in the right direction.
The war is coming to the surface, and I'm bringing the wrath of the seven seas with me.
The story is an adventurous and action-packed origin for Arthur Curry, who later on becomes Aquaman. Arthur Curry has to take on his younger brother, King Orm, who plans to attack the surface world, and his motive behind this attack has a little bit of an environmental aspect to it. With the help of Vulko, played by Willem Dafoe, and Mera, Arthur Curry sets on an adventure to find the trident that has the potential to win the war. Amidst all this is an origin story for one of the most beloved comic book characters, Black Manta. The story is great overall. Sometimes, especially during the first act, it does feel rushed and sometimes fails to establish the weight for the characters that it originally intends to. Black Manta's storyline is perhaps one of the weakest of the lot and sometimes feels completely unnecessary for the story to progress.
You believed you'd be the one to unite our two worlds.
The performances in this movie are great. To begin with, Jason Mamoa totally owns his character, and rather than becoming Arthur Curry, he embraces the true Jason Mamoa attitude and adds a new dynamic to Arthur Curry. Mera is played by Amber Heard in a very straightforward way and feels like the true comic book Mera we've all been waiting to see on screen. Patrick Wilson is personally my favorite, and he portrays King Orm just the way we like him from the comics. Yeah, sometimes he does have one of the most cheesy lines, but they blend in with the character. I would love to see more of Black Manta in the movie to actually judge Yaya's performance, but he was great as long as he was on the screen. Nicole Kidman blends right in as Queen Atlana, Willem Dafoe plays Vulko in a great way, and other supporting roles played by other supporting cast, they do a pretty good job. No problems there at all.
My parents made me what I am. I am the protector of the deep.
James Wan does a great job of keeping the ship together even if the film is loaded with a lot of elements. He embraces the comic book Aquaman and does not shy away from some of the facts that make this character undervalued in the first place. We see the green and gold suit of Aquaman, we see the typical Ocean Master suit, and we also see the Black Manta's huge helmet. And all of these to a great extent don't feel bad for the film's dynamic and work great for it. At times there are a few songs that play instead of the original score which happen to be his choice and they feel really awkward. Apart from that, I think James Wan did a great job on this film and did not disappoint us with this film and gave a hope for all of the DCEU to progress. Welcome home. Aquaman is filled with great visual treats and amazing set designs that the film to a great extent takes an advantage of. The costumes are great and are very comic accurate, and the props used look awesome. The movie takes us to great places, and to watch these places come alive on screen just feels like a spectacle. The underwater battle sequences almost have a bit of a cosmic feel to them and they look epic. The underwater life is given a vibrant and beautiful feel and they look different from many other places we've been to in other films.
Atlantis has always had a king. Now I need something more.
The music is one more great element of this film. Rupert Gregson Williams, who composed the music for Wonder Woman, has yet again done a great job on this film. The score has a bit of a techno vibe to it. It holds together the feeling of wonder and power, and also emphasizes a lot on Jason Momoa's attitude, using these electronic rock vibes throughout the score. I really loved the score for Black Manta, and sometimes the score is used even for King Orm. It kind of has that classic villain vibes to it. But overall, I love the whole score, and it checks all the right boxes and conveys all the right emotions.
We have never seen this on screen. And that's the truth.
The film has a brilliant cinematography. Most of the shots are long takes and the camera moves in a very fluid way. At least that's what I like to call it. The action sequences in the film have long takes and less cuts compared to other sequences in other films. Overall, the cinematography feels great and also feels new, and it kind of makes the whole experience more immersive and more awesome.
A hero.
Aquaman is an ambitious film that is filled with the aspects of wonder and power. Yes, it has its cheesy moments, but they blend quite well in with the characters and the storyline and don't seem to obstruct the flow of the film at all. Overall, Aquaman is an immersive film that takes us on an adventure and gives the DCEU a hope in the cinematic world. I enjoyed the film and quite loved every aspect of it except a few, but I really hope that you all go check this film out because it's a great visual treat and a new way of looking at the character. It takes you to places that you've never been to, and I think that's a pretty good reason why you should go visit the theater for this film. So I hope you enjoyed the review and stay tuned for more videos like this, and also let me know down in the comment section below which was your favorite moment in Aquaman. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, have a nice day and goodbye.